Alright, I've been laughing a little too much, been watching a lot of other streamers, and I have a lot of ideas of what to do with my stream. But it seems that one of the key aspects of developing a community is, in fact... Oh, hello, beautiful. How are you doing? Serious as always. Good to know. What you looking at? Did the locker catch your eye? Some credits. That's it. Okay, so what are we doing today? We're gonna continue our loop for power from the beyond. We'll be continuing the powers because powers. And we are doing great. So as I was saying, yeah, I got a lot of ideas what to do, and it seems that one of the key aspects of streaming is to have recurrent viewers. I mean, obviously, right? But there's a moving population. Oops, sorry about that. There's like a moving population, and that matters too. You know what? I'm gonna stay without headphones for a while. I won't hear the game audio, but that's fine. That's fine, really. Nothing to worry about. Okay, hold on. I need to reset the interface. There we go. Hello. There we go. All right, moving. Uh-oh. My suit. I'm dying. There we go. Now about that damned space anomaly. So yeah, having a recurrent game, having a recurrent community. But obviously, like, streaming is about a community. So I'm not talking any secrets here, right? That's pretty obvious. However, I was thinking, well, maybe... like, it's gonna be a little hard to get a recurrent viewer nowadays since there's so many people out there, right? I guess that's why they say, well, you can talk to your friends, people you know, maybe somebody that you entertain particularly well. And I'm thinking about that. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Another thing is viewer interaction. Like, even medium streamers. And, well, let's use several terms. Like, I'm gonna say a small streamer is less than 10 recurrent viewers. A medium streamer is from 50 to 100 viewers. And then you get into the large portion, which has its own categories, right? Like, once you have 100 viewers consistently, or 300 viewers consistently, yeah, you're hitting the big leagues in terms of, well, your recurrent community, your groups, chats, content about you, stuff like that. So that's a pretty important thing to keep in mind, I guess. Oh, what the heck? I can land in between those? That's kind of cool. Maybe I can try that to get in faster. And well, yeah, I don't have a Discord server, I don't have a functional bot, I don't have a camera, and I might not get one. I don't have a VTuber model, which maybe I should, and stuff like that, right? I also like to keep my computer load low, so I don't have, you know, the max settings, I don't have a streaming internet. So in terms of just mechanical improvement, there's a lot of things I could definitely do. But, in terms of conversation, well, I have a lot to offer, if I do say so myself, but where did this thing go? Yeah, I have a lot to offer in terms of conversation. Anybody that's comes in here is welcome to talk about anything so far. The rules are don't piss me off, and if you're pissing me off, I'll let you know, and then we can, you know, adjust the behavior. But there's a lot of things that I haven't done for the channel, right? And I think I need to do that investment. It's not enough to just put a profile picture and stream a game, even if it's the latest game, even if it's high quality, even if the loading times are like reasonable. Still, not enough. Alright.
Starborn.
Guardian detected. Excuse me. Where is my solar flare? Have one of these, have two of these, have three. Punch him in the face. Damn. Oh, not punch him. I should say stab him. Slashing. Cut him up. Carve him a new one.
Unidentified ship.
So, yeah. So that's something important I need to think about. What could be? What could be? I don't know. Well, I have to continuously post on YouTube as well. And I have to continue my Samara's Instagram to get that going, since I'm long-terming this game. I'll also be streaming soon Factorio. Perhaps I should turn on the I play with viewers and be like, hey, willing to meet new people? I'm always willing to meet new people. And I'm not gonna say I'm the best at gaming or anything, but hey, I make a pretty good team, you know. I take feedback. If people want some help or they just want to hang around, I can definitely do that one. Things like Overwatch, Factorio, even No Man's Sky. You know, I would be up for that, but I haven't had anybody who's that engaged. And I noticed that a lot of people just go to the streamers and do a mess in chat, which is cool. But I don't have any of those options. Perhaps I should customize the bot to play some sounds. You know, that'd be kind of cool. I've seen some streamers do. Well, actually, most of the streamers I follow have interesting or weird stuff in their chat. Like what? Oh, yeah, I should be specific on that. Well, they play sounds, they play different effects. There's this guy who, I don't know why he hasn't monetized it yet, but he has this bot that reads in his voice, and it's a lot better than the most AI voice that I've seen, like, ever. It's so good, it's fluid, it's fast. Like, have you seen the Donald Trump voice meme, the Biden and Obama? You can obviously tell it's a bot, but with the one he has, you could think it's a filter, voice filter. That's how good it is. It even has the accent down. It's amazing. Definitely, I believe you should monetize it. That's something great, something real cool. But, oh, this is the one with a terramorph. So this one just has a permanent one here. Hello, F1, F2, F3, and he's dead. It's too much power. Work degenerative tissues. I don't know what that's good for, but I recall that there's something important about them. I gotta say, this thing about being Starborn is convenient. Oh, yeah, I can skip that thing. Oh, that's cool. I like it. So, what else can I say about that? Yeah, I should make the investment. I guess I like gaming more than I like streaming in that sense. So, I just play and play and play, and I could totally play for 12 hours straight on a nearly daily basis. Like, if it was my main way of making money, and when I say making money, I mean, okay, yeah, that's more than enough to survive. I'd consider a part-time job as a programmer, and I'd stream 5 days a week, 12 hours a day. For sure, I'd do that. Absolutely, for sure. But then again, who would want to see me game? Like, why do people watch games, right? They are up for the conversation, they're up for the game itself, they're up for just being entertained. I would not consider myself like a particularly entertaining person, unfortunately. I mean, I can talk about anything and everything, and I do most of the time. But it's not enough, you know? It's never been enough in my experience. And then I've tried being crazy wacky, and that seems to work a little better for me. But that's a facade, you know? Cool. Oh my gosh, he fell. Stop. Get some help. Oh, he got destroyed. I almost get killed. Holy crap, he hit me hard. Whew. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Unidentified vessel. You have no faction markings or registered manufacturer.
Right, get there. Stop me.
While we scan you.
So,
Scans even
what else can I say on the matter? Can I just continuously press on Vladimir to locate temples? Because that would be convenient and I wouldn't have to do this back and forth thing. Maybe a mod will fix it years from now, or months from now, or days from now, but I want to do this now. And either way, it's just a single time investment. If I really needed it, I would just add it through the commands, you know? Use commands, and I know there's achievements. So what I would do is I would go for the achievements first, and once I had every single one, then I would go for the powers. Would be very easy, to be honest. But I pretty much not interested in doing that. I'm enjoying the trip. The way from A to B. Enjoying the trip is perhaps the most important part. Who knows? Maybe a year from now I get 10 recurrent viewers. And then what am I gonna do, right? I'm not gonna have the freedom I have. Like, for example, I like some days I stream, some days I don't, some days I stream a lot, some days I stream a little. Like, it's not, I don't, like, it's a routine in terms of, okay, I game, but at the same time it's completely different, because if I don't feel like streaming one Saturday, or if I feel like gaming something else, I can't do it. No repercussions. But later on, it might have. So I should perhaps not romanticize getting there yet, and also enjoy this. And I am. I've learned to talk a lot more. I've learned to keep a conversation of my own. And I do recognize that I have done this in the past. Like, I like talking by myself, to myself. But this one's different. Is the game darker than usual? Like, I don't know why this place seems very dark, and I haven't changed my computer settings. Like, I can barely see anything. Oh. Turn on the flashlight, dummy. Oh, I dislocated my limb. Oops. Sorry, Samara. Sorry, girl. I bet that hurt. Well, it's a virtual instance. She doesn't have anything to worry about. But in other news, I have been taking care of myself, and I've been eating more. Yay! Good habits! Running while encumbered. Oh, it's because I dislocated a limb. Right. So I can carry less. Alright. Oh, sneaky Pete. Almost get away from me. I've been enjoying watching other streamers. Some of them don't consider themselves streamers. Like, they stream, but their prime objective is not to stream and be watched or to entertain. Their prime objective is to create a sort of community. And, you know, I fit really well in those environments and with people that like that. People who are searching for others to, you know, stick around, have some fun, do crazy stuff or whatever. They tend to be less judgmental. Oh, you have. I'm gonna burn you to death. Boom. Easy peasy. Carrying too much. Alright, what's my max weight right now? Wow, that is considerable. Do I have a... No, I don't. Do I have dislocations? No. Brain injury? What? Dislocated limb. Oh, it was fractured as well. Holy crap. Wow, sorry, girl. I didn't know I hurt you that bad. Now I feel bad. Do treat Samara as an extension of myself, I must say. I find her enjoyable. Same attitude, you know. How you'd imagine her in a canon? Well, pretty simple. I imagine her aggressive and capable. That's how I would. Been talking a lot about therapy, things like that. I gotta say, I think it's important. I don't know what is in mainstream considered as therapy, and I've been involved in research and analysis over the methods, but I feel like it is perhaps more important the therapist itself than the therapeutic method. And that's simply because the nature of the personality of the person you're with has to match yours, right? You have to coincide in the energy, if you will. Obviously, I'm using this term loosely. I'm an engineer. I know that energy doesn't quite mean that, but in the informal world of speech, energy would refer to operating in the same thought and humor frequency. And that way you can match with someone, and in proportion of the similarities you got, you quote unquote like someone's vibe, or you don't. It's pretty simple once you define it. But I do have noticed some defiance to catalog it, right? They try to keep the terms loose. I don't like loose terms, to be honest. I do use terms loosely. Yes, indeed. And I am guilty of using interchangeably communism and socialism in the past. But I do recognize that once you nail down the terminology, they mean different things. Of course they do. That being said, they have been intertwined for a long while. And it's important to be careful with those type of ideas. Perhaps the extremism of one leads into the other, right? And perhaps it's even better to use an entirely different word altogether. Why? I do recognize it's ignorant to mix both, but at this point they are so mixed together. In common culture, that is. Boom. Get shot. Wow. As capable as Samara is in many contexts, she is not good with a knife. Oh no. She sucks with a knife.
Unregistered starship.
Unfortunate.
We're detecting. Well, it's what we're not detecting that's an issue. What's
It's probably the fault of the developers, to be honest. They're the ones that don't know how to use a knife, and that's why it's programmed like this in the game. Which I find it kind of weird, because it's a little bit a better representation with what they did on Skyrim. But even then, it's just an idealization. Stabs are much more effective than slashes. Slashes are superficial. They are and even if you're hitting a critical area, you're more often than not gonna cause a flesh wound. You know, it's not what you want to see, especially if it's a life or death situation. Very important to point out. Techniques change based on life and death situations because you're desperate, and calculations change as well. Like let's consider high risk, high reward, right? So if you're in a casual situation, there's no need to use high risk, high reward. You might end up losing a lot. But in a life or death scenario, high risk, high reward becomes biasly good. Like really, really good. You may ask why? Why would it be good? Why would it be quote unquote better than low risk, low reward? What's the point of high risk, high reward? Well, you see, high risk, high reward is viable on environments in which you are likely to, if you don't win by a large enough margin, like you lose. Oof, long damage. Like in scenarios in which victory is required to occur by a really large margin, that's where high risk, high reward comes into play. In scenarios in which you just need to win, or they are quite forgiving, low and medium reward is good. Maybe you can retry, if you will. But when you're likely to die if you fail, well, you might as well go for it, right? It's your only choice, pretty much. It becomes necessary. Like you would be surprised how much more bravery a human being is capable of once he has the pure certainty that he's gonna die. Like you just know you're dead, right? Suddenly, and ironically, you experience all of this freedom in your course of action. And perhaps you even get to be who you want to be. You even get to be a hero. I'm dead anyway, so I might as well save people. I'm dead anyway, so I'm gonna do this because I wanted to do it. I'm dead anyway, so X, Y, Z. And I believe that's quite interesting. Now, in order to get to that point, it's not enough with a near-death experience or the case where you're dying, right? In order to get there, you need to honestly accept that you're ending. For example, and no judgment intended this time. What the heck? Oh yeah, I forgot. It's an object. So the solar flare projectile is an object and you can climb on it, which is kind of funny. But anyway, if you're highly religious and you're about to die, you're more often than not gonna be praying for your life, or you're gonna be satisfied because you know that you prayed more than enough, right? But if you're honestly not religious, you won't pray. Like you'll just experience your end. Now, there are people who say there are no atheists in trenches. There are no atheists when a plane is falling. Clearly, they never met me. I'm different. And I do believe there are people like me in this regard. So I'm part of that exclusive population that is congruent with his or her beliefs. Now, why would I say I wouldn't pray? Well,
lucky I know.
There was this time that in my engineering group, a gas tank was malfunctioning, and we all knew it. As long as we kept it clean, it wouldn't blow up, but we had to work with it because low resources. So during the process of melting some metals, it was malfunctioning more than often, and I thought, well, I'm not normally the one who disarms this, but I'm interested in knowing how to. So I asked a friend, hey, how do you turn this off? And he said, look, move the lever on the left first, and then the lever on the right. That should turn it off. And I thought, oh, great. So after a little bit, 20 seconds later, the gas tank starts, well, not the tank itself, but the cable connection to the output and the nozzle start making not sparks. How can I say this? Like the open flame started turning on and off really quickly and making, let's say, uncomfortable sounds. Sounds that you wouldn't want to sleep near the thing if you could help it. You wouldn't want to breathe near it. It was quite worrying, and everybody jumped back. But I knew what needed to be done to prevent an accident. And also, there is no reason to believe that there wouldn't be an accident, that it wouldn't blow up, and it would throw shrapnel to people and hurt others. No reason. So, it started to making that sound like a lot worse than previous times. And I thought, hey, I have a good position to jump in there and disarm it. So, I saw it, I saw my chance, and I jumped in there, and I disarmed it. Could it have blown up? Probability was low, but yes, it could have blown up. Indeed, and I was fully aware. I'm always aware about shit like that. Every time I walk outside my door, I'm like, okay, well, maybe there's gonna be an accident, and this is the last time I see my house. This might be it. Every day, wake up. This might be it. Maybe I slip, hit my head a little too hard on the wrong angle. I'm dead. That's it. So having accepted that, and being in that circumstance, I just went for it, disarmed it, and I was completely at peace before, during, and after I jumped in there. I always knew it, so, it comes as no surprise. But I lived how I wanted. I was brave. And I have no doubt that if a plane was crashing, a ship was sinking, if I was drowning, that should the time come, I would be at peace. I would be pissed off as well. Like, god damn it, I wanted to do X, Y, and Z. I wanted to have kids. I wanted to... Oh, I missed those. Alright. Get it. Oh, he got destroyed. Goodbye. Oh, he got shit on. Oh, among the stars. Time to go for more artifacts, huh? Let's go. So, yeah, I have no doubt that I wouldn't pray. I wouldn't bend myself to a deity. I'll die as I lived. Unburdened by fear of death. My fears are different. My fears are of being alone, not finding someone to spend my life with. Having the capacity to do poetry, singing, and all of that romantic shit, and not finding the person that truly inspires me to give them that. That makes me sad. That makes me afraid. But dying? Please. Let's not be childish. What is that? Oh, we're shooting at the... Oh, interesting. Yeah, let us not be childish dying, please. We're all good. We're all dead anyway. And after that, who knows? Maybe we'll respawn in a less shitty place. Oh, crap. No. Fuck. Nice. Good stuff, good stuff. the angle. I don't have enough. Not enough power.
I'm going for help. Come on.
Ah! Welcome to death. Ooh, older. Oh, black grease gear. That looks good on me. I know for a fact that looks good on me. Not just because everything looks good on me. Boom. Alright. Goodbye. Good shots, good shots. Good stuff. Carrying capacity is at its limit. Holy crap. Better only take ammunition. Wait, what the heck? Seems like it's got a big enough area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, time to switch weapon here. I'm running out of ammunition again. This one should last a little longer. Easy peasy. Oh yeah, and I need to throw stuff. So ZZ. Wow, that one's expensive. Oh, the armor piercing, that's why. Throw you, throw you, throw you, throw you. Throw you. Great. Argus extractor jumpsuit. This is my clothes. Mines, stuff like that. Dead. Oh, crap. What? Where'd the heat come from? Leather jumpsuit. Ooh. Time to wear some leather. Alright. Oh yeah, I need to research Starfield's mods again. I need to search for something nicer for Samara. Nothing good here. Locked, no thank you. Dead. Who is Naeva? What the heck is that?
Listen up, you degenerate group of lowlives. Yeah, now I got your attention.
Oh, Naeva from the
I might not know all you,
oh,
but you sure as hell know me. I'm
from
the
the
oil
Crimson
that keeps my
Pirates.
machine
Yes,
running.
indeed.
And guess what? The machine is about to get bigger. We got solid info that the labs and bases left over from the colony war are all pretty much still
This is the
functional.
way, indeed.
Abandoned, but intact. That means the Crimson Fleet gets new hidey holes all across the settled system. So go out there and start making yourselves at home.
Oh, my computer's heating up a lot for some reason. Operator leatherware. Oh, sounds nice. Get him. He's death and dying. Oh, there's at level 24. Missed, unfortunate.
Hey, you're mine.
Open up. What? My computer's doing something that it shouldn't be doing. I am 100% certain that it's doing something it shouldn't be doing. Why is my mouse paralyzing? I wonder what the heck is it doing? And why did it start doing it all of a sudden? Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna finish this up and then I'm gonna restart start. Excuse me? You're missing? How were you missing those? Oh, it's up here or down there? Oh, it's down there. Alright, just a moment. Let me check the task manager. I need to find what is causing that effort. Because the only thing active right now should be Starfield, and anything and everything else. The antivirus decided to get activated. Okay. It's doing a scan. Okay, that makes sense. But I don't know why it takes so much capacity. Like, I much rather have it take its time, you know? Why did you miss that shot, Samara? I mean, I was aiming right at him. Yeah, now it's not missing. Maybe it hit something. Hit him. Hit him. Fire. 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 He's knocked down. Shoot him. Shoot him. Missing ammo. Oof. This has not been the run for ammunition. I'll let you know that. What? How? Did you jump through that? Alright, we need to throw some stuff now. Alright, ZZ per value. Throw this. Alright, there we go. I think it's this way. I think.
Take cover! Now!
Yeah, it's slowing down my USB functionality. I don't know why I didn't associate that before. And I really don't know why antiviruses take so much processing power. I would say cap it at 10%, and even if it takes 3 hours, just take 3 hours. Like, the user's a priority. 100% of the time, the user's a priority. Well, I guess security is also the priority, right? But there's no excuse for slowing down the entire computer when you don't have a reason to believe that something's wrong. Got him? Oh, I recognize how this is behaving a little bit. Like if it had... He's running away. Cool if instead of causing a drain, it... Okay, this is too much. I'm gonna disconnect the USB and connect it back in. There we go. That should help a little bit. Yeah, it must. The antivirus must have bugged something out. Okay. Time to get out of here. Oh, can I fast travel from here? As a matter of fact. Oh, yes, I can. That's interesting. There's only one location from these quests that you can't fast travel from the inside? Grandma?
Hello, stranger. I just finished cooking up some food. If you want to come on over, just pop on by.
I gotta hear this? This is a new interaction? Okay. Where are we going this time? Alright, let's board this. Oh, what am I doing? This is not... Good stuff. Not too flashy. Where's Grandma? Is she a serial killer? No, she's just she's just a gal. She's just like me, but old. You know you can change your genes to be younger, right? Hello. I know you were taking a nap. Sorry about that.
Well, hello. Was hoping you'd drop by. The worst part of space travel is having to eat alone. I used to eat with my better half every meal until he passed. I've got plenty. I hope you're hungry.
Thank you. Oh shit, she gave me poison?
Time's what happened. He led a rich, full life.
Nice.
I used to tell my kids that life is a sexually transmitted disease that's 100% fatal.
Nice.
They hated it when I said that.
Oh, it is. Nice to meet someone face to face.
I meet people every chance I get. I finally retired last year, and I've been traveling all over. I wish I could have done this when I was younger, but it's still a treat.
Yes,
My
it is.
grandkids are mortified that I'm out here. Positively livid.
Haha.
You wouldn't believe the characters I've encountered.
Really now? Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
What's the
invited this one
strangest?
fellow over for a meal, like yourself.
The hunter, maybe?
So he boards the ship, stark naked.
Oh shit!
Turns out he was one of them old-style nudists.
God damn.
He said in space, no one ever knew. But Lord knows I noticed.
I'm surprised not
Oh,
with
they're
them.
scattered all over. But now I get to see them all the time. So.
Oh really?
what do
You just
think of the settled
go
systems?
in and
I
out?
can't believe there's so many stars, planets, moons, and whatnot.
Oh yeah, there's
It
a
makes
lot
my
of
head
stuff.
spin just thinking of it.
You need anything?
Well, aren't you the most precious thing? I'm doing pretty good. But the expenses do add up. But I won't let you leave empty-handed. Take this.
Oh, you already
And
gave
please
me
do
food.
tell,
Come
what
on.
do you think of the settled systems?
It's more than you can see.
Ain't that the truth? I'm afraid I'm worn out, dear heart. I'm at the tail end of a very long day.
All
But
right.
feel free to grab some extra food or whatnot.
Oh well, thank you. What a lifestyle, huh? Would this beautiful face ever be a grandmother? No, sir, because, well, she might get to be a grandmother, depending on what the developers make of this game, but no, sir, she ain't Asian. She's virtual. Sushi rolls and chicken tikka. Tikka masala? God damn, tikka masala is good, let me tell you. Well, thank you, Grandma. Meeting Grandma in space. See ya. Do you have a magazine by any chance? I don't want to take your stuff, even though I could, and you offered it to me. But I need to search for... stuff. Huh. No magazines. That would be a good thing to put here. Oh, you can sleep here. Well, oh yeah, I need to drop off my stuff so I can loot again. So, weapon, Z. No, actually, damage value. Oh shit, this one's actually pretty good. Oh, but this one's armor piercing. Oh, the semi-automatic does it a big favor. So Q, oh. Q. All of the suits. Apparel, no, not any apparel. Value. You can go. You can stay. Why are you worth the same? You have a scope. Magazine 30. Nah. Store 6, you never know. Oh, I pressed store all, whatever. I'll stick with the tombstone. Oh, I don't need this anymore. And the packs. Nice. And now I have ammunition. Let's undock and let's go get more things. Oh yeah, time for the final mission actually. Among the stars. Oh no, not yet. Oh, there's me and Vladimir at the good old lodge. Oh boy. Samara, please, you have to wear your spacesuit. Freezing liquid rain. Oh boy. Better hurry up. Where do we have the... This is my best weapon so far. Wow, it's good. Let's try this one for now, though. Wow, a rifle that does less damage than a assault rifle? Well, I guess they're both rifles, right? But technically, we are led to believe that semi-automatics are better than automatics, but that's absolutely a lie. I don't know why games didn't do this, but bolt action and semi-automatics are more convenient than automatics because they tend to jam less. And you can never underestimate not jamming. Never, ever. Good stuff. Bad weapon. Bad loot. Bolt cutter. Where's the entrance? Down here. What is that? Deserted posts. Man, I think the Ecliptics, the Varoons should have their own quest line, as well as, you know, a more permanent solution to spacers. Q, not B. Sorry. Fight.
You lose.
Why are you doing that?
Told you to keep your head down!
Crap.
You want some more?
Damn.
My head!
Yeah. Wow, parallel self is lasting a while now.
It's ringing!
Whew. That is not helping. Throw him a solar flare. Go. Pick everything up. And our magazine. Nothing here, nothing there.
Get your damn head down! Still coming at you!
Boom, 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 boom. And this time, basic and advanced physical skills are permanently unlocked 2% faster. Wait, I don't understand.
This one's mine.
Physical skills are unlocked 2% faster. So you're talking about perks. Physical. Oh. Oh, it would have helped on this. This still has not helped, like, at all. I have to say. I guess she's a strong girl. She doesn't get sick. I must have the gravity well. Hold on. This is 33, which is nice. 35, okay. But it's super strong. 45, yeah, that's the one. And the wave, 25. Okay. Good to know. Damn. You got destroyed. Kraken. Some muscle gear. I don't see anything. Oh. Cartridges.
Knew I'd find ya.
Why were you looking that way? Too bad. Oh, hold on. My Twitch chat is down. Die. Die. Hey, give me the option to talk. That's cute. Alright, I need to do a quick save. Then exit. Okay. This thing's bugged out. I see the problem. Let me maybe change this. Go back. Change this. Go back. Nope. Okay. Just a second. Let me exit to desktop. And let me open it up again. And that should do it. Whew. Well, I gotta say, I get a lot of tips. Not directly, right? I don't go to other people's streams saying, oh, I stream too. I even implying that in the past has gotten negative reactions from the large streamers, as a matter of fact. And I didn't go there like, oh, hey, I'm a streamer too. Check my channel out at Quantum Finch. I didn't do that. Not remotely. Like, I just implied it vaguely. Like, if you were paying attention to what I was saying, you would know. But in this case, I just... Oh. Welcome to Anti-Gravity. He's rolling in the air. Missing every shot? What the heck? His invisibility actually paid off. God damn, he's tough. Well, he's not tough to this. He's Dunzo Bonzo. Dead, as usual. Alright. Well, another day, another power, right? Well, no, not power, relic. So as I was saying, yeah, I was at some large streamers like 2-3 months ago, and I was saying, hey, I'm planning on streaming, or I stream or something, but in an implied way, like, oh, I'm thinking it would be a cool idea to, you know, showcase this game because I like it a lot. And they got really negative all of a sudden, and I was like, holy shit. Or when I said something along those lines, like, I wasn't even saying, like, you should help me out. No. They just immediately went negative, and I was like, oh, okay. So even if I notice a streamer to be friendly, I'm really scared to tell them that I stream too. I'm afraid I'm gonna get a shitty reaction. I'm very afraid of it. I don't know if they had bad experiences, right? I'm not taking it personal against them. Not at all. But I did learn quickly to, you know, be afraid of the conduct. And the game got stuck. No, it didn't. Haha! I thought I was crashing. I crashed a while back. Well, anyway, I did get the Twitch chat working again on my game. I don't know why the Twitch beta streaming tool is so buggy. Maybe there's a little aspect of the memory it doesn't clear out. I am very certain of the case. Another slow loading screen. I suspect my computer... Hold on. Why do you have your suit on? Hide spacesuit and settlements. There we go. Thank you. So, today we're rocking just a flight jumpsuit. Or service, or whatever. Alright, Vladimir is here again. Sarah, and this should be the final mission. You know what? Let's keep it exciting from now. Oh. I do need help.
I don't want to, but I'll watch you.
Thank you.
You're not quite the angel I thought may have.
Looks like we've both been.
All right. Now I crash a Starborn party.
If you haven't found all those.
Nice. Fantastic. And now, hi Andreja, how you doing?
I have heard of stranger things.
Yeah, I know you're always flexing your wide knowledge of the universe. So, power from beyond. Oh really, he's up there. I thought he would be down here. Ah, whatever. Let's just do the mission. Why are we even worried about that? Time to have a fight. Today we are picking the emissary again, I think. Yeah, last time was Hunter. Today is emissary. So touching. Alright, time to travel now. And credits? Who gave me credits? Why did I receive credits? Did the emissary port them over? Like, why are you giving me money? I don't need your handouts. I am thankful for the money, but I don't need your handouts. Well, anyway, where was I? Yeah, being afraid of telling this other people, other streamers I hang out with. that I also stream. Yeah, I don't know. It's awkward. I've also never been much of a sharer myself. I can definitely share in my stream, like, for sure. It's what it's about. It's about me. It's about hanging out with people. It's about what? Was getting attacked? No, sorry. I wanted to fight you. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave you hanging there. Smell you later. Tira sriracha. I like this. Oh, I'm picking that. Sorry. Gonna do a little detour because I'm already here. And I don't know. I seem to recall that those missions could go away under certain circumstances, and you'd need to go to Vladimir again to get him. So right now I'm just gonna run at this real quick, then we'll do the final mission. Again, you know, this stream is filled with spoilers, let me tell you. After all, this should be the 4th time I finished the game. No. This should be the 5th time I finished the game. That's the one. Forgot how to count. Alright, here's the temple. So, who am I following? I'm following some people that have streamed No Man's Sky, and that have streamed Starfield as well, and World of Tanks. I'm not about to just immediately promote their channel on mine. Makes little sense since I do want people here. But they've been real nice. Like, I learned a lot about their good attitude. And I've felt, like, I guess the most important part is about feeling welcome, right? What the heck are you? Gonna hit you with all that? Oh boy, that thing really drains their HP a lot. Wow, this thing, I've been in this planet several times. And I've never seen one of this. Holy crap, you are mean and ugly. I love your design. Holy crap. If only this was a little bit more permanent. Oh, I don't have enough power? Let's see you move a little bit. Huntling Sailgator. Like, you look like you swim. Huh. Oh yeah, let's pitch you in a fight. There we go. 1v1. Holy shit! He's 20 levels above you. Why did you one-shot him? Oh my gosh. What the heck is the balancing in this game? One guy, when one guy is perked up for scavenging, traveling, and scanning, and the other one is just fully invested in combat. Holy crap. Get owned. That was crazy. So I was thinking about maybe shifting a little bit the type of stream I've been going, and even though I've been enjoying it a lot, I should definitely experiment a little bit more with it. I already started with you know, gaming with Captain on Risk of Rain modded and stuff, and I think I might that got activated way too quickly. These temples are inconsistent. I've seen probably 50 of them at this point, and I know how to tell them apart. Like, this one is rather bright. I've seen some that are very dark. So anyway, I've been thinking about doing a little bit more of stuff that I can play with viewers. Maybe I can put some of that, play with viewers day. A little bit of Overwatch, a little bit of Factorio. I don't know what other popular games I could have with play with viewers. I guess I would have to search around. I mean, there's obviously No Man's Sky, but it's not particularly the kind of game that you can complete too many objectives together. Maybe Deep Rock Galactic. Oh yeah, I really like Deep Rock Galactic. Rock and Stone. And, of course, for Carl. And obviously, we're rich. Got all the memes. All the memes, please do not put the barrels onto the launch pad. Do not kick the barrels around. That's good for a clip if I did clips. He died! Imagine being in a multi-dimensional Starborn, but you decided to stand next to a ledge. You fell too far and you hit your head the wrong way. Boom, there goes. A life of intergalactic travel ended by stepping in the wrong stone. God damn. Sad life? Oh boy. Alright, let's get over there. Well, oh yeah, I was thinking about doing a little bit more of play with viewers things. And I was thinking, well, what about the danger, you know? Because now that you're streaming, people can stream snipe. And I do being a little bit more competitive in Overwatch, even though I wouldn't say like, ooh, I'm amazing. No. I would say I've been in some games lately where I see diamonds and stuff in quick play, and I'm thinking, well, I did give him a run for their money. Or sometimes I won, despite me, you know, this is, I've been gaming on PC for about a year now? Just a year. So I've got pretty good aim for just having played for a year and not focusing on it. Give me everything you had. Alright. You will not take me alive. Lock me in. Shoot all of it. Lock him.
We'll stop the hunter together.
Come on. Come on, die. Aha! AI on this game is not the best when it comes to space fights. I would say a bit on the decent side on large battles when I'm not on ultra advantage. Stop him in their tracks. Come on. What? Shoot the engines? There we go. I wish I could board them. It would be funny. Let's move out. The Scorpius. Oh, I missed. That was such a good shot, too. That was a bad shot. Yeah, space combat here, the enemies are a bit passive, to say the least. They are strong for the wrong reasons, I would say. I'll get started with sequence. See ya there. Ow. And let's go to the buried temple. Buried temple. Buried temple. Let's go. Yeah, the game is loading slower than normal right now. I think it's whatever my antivirus did to my computer right now. It messed it up. I can tell. I mean, it's still pretty fast, right? Very, very fast, but it did mess it up. I can smell it.
Hello,
Oh.
old friend.
What?
The hunter will be below with the final artifact. His allies will be throwing everything they have at us.
Andreja, is that you, baby? You do remember we're married, right? And why is your voice so different from where you were on your ship? You sounded like Sam, and now you're Andreja? Okay. I accept it. Oh, maybe it's a bug. Maybe it's a bug because Sam was the first one to die on my timeline. And now Andreja's here, but it part of the script remains on Sam. Oh, that could be it. I mean, how many people really have looped as many times as I have? You know? Not many. 10 million players out there, and I should check the achievements, you know. Maybe at the end of the stream I'll check them to see how many of them we got. And what percentages we have and all that funky stuff. And let's get the Art Plus. No. Ooh, bandages. Credits. I wish there was a button that just automatically collected the ammunition, because you always want to take it. Like, there's no reason not to.
Starborn lured human mercenaries here. They built this facility. Another layer to get past before we can reach the
Jacket wear?
Expect more Starborn along the way.
Alright, what do we have here? Solar flare as usual to get rid of them. Oh, wrong button. I want another weapon. It could be good. Oh, I should never use Grendel's, because they use the Wolf Assassin ammunition. It's time, and I have enough. Wow, this thing is mean. Yeah. Alright, let's do this. FPS for the win. Alright.
Make ready.
Missed. Dead. Oh, damn. I wish I got the teleporting skill, though. Wrong button? Wrong button? Please, Starfield, please? Oh my gosh, I hate that the same buttons are used for so many things. Oh yeah, I forgot that on the air I'm the master of time. Ouch. Interesting. Boom. Just lay it on him. Haha. Get him? I need to learn how to deal better with Genjis, to be honest. And I remember that now because this guy's just jumping around, teleporting around. It's just annoying. Damn it, I missed. Yeah, don't reload while standing still. At least, you know, take cover or something. What did I just say? How many of them do we need to die? Whew! I'm dying. Get him. Bam. Well, it seems I'm gonna have to use another med pack. Wow, these guys are draining my ammunition, that's for sure. Damn, that had to hurt. Frostbite? What? In heated combat and I got too cold? That perk is crazy. It's not even the time stop. Oh boy. This guy is clearly not a Noita player. Every Noita player knows not to stand next to explosives unless you wish to die. Snipe. Boom. That guy's probably dead now. Now the last one. I wish more fights were unique like these. Ow. They're dead. All dead. Mission complete. Alright, fine. Fine. Good stuff. Easy game. Well, I did have to use HPs, right? So, maybe not so easy. So, what is my game completion cycle so far? Well, it's about... And I'm just talking to myself, right? I'm just bringing all that shit up. There's no second chat nor anything. My time completion so far is in about 4 hours per run. If I'm trying, I think I can bring it down. But, maybe it's less, actually. I'll need to time it, as a matter of fact. Caseless shells. The longest part is obviously looking for artifacts, going through loading screens, you know. Frankly, at the moment, it's more of a speed run to power without, you know, cheating. Oh boy. The cuffing is getting the best of me. And Andreja Emissary is taking her sweet ass time. Utility headphones? What? Oh. That's kind of cute. Oh yeah, I almost forget about this part. Gonna need one of you. Do your thing. Just for... Oh yeah, take the weapon away. I can't believe I forgot that I could do that. Why is this guy... This guy is alive. He just doesn't want to get up. He ever had a day like that? Where you just don't want to get up? Just pretend to be dead? Might work one of these days. You never know. Hit him right in the face. Oh, wrong. Oh, he got absolutely sniped. Oh, the Starborn's up there. I'll use one of these for the first time ever. Welcome to pain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he's dead, alright. Holy crap. Whoa. What the heck is this? Frostbite became worse? God damn it. Grab this. Wow, the Starborn extra power is extremely strong. Woo! It is powerful. But hold on. You only have limited amounts of this per run, right? Yeah, these are limited per run. No, hold on. Because Starborns attack you every now and then. Okay, that's how it is. Let's try a little bit of Sunless Space. I don't use that much. Oh, but I can't really use Sunless Space. Because Starborns here have the tendency of being bullet sponges. And Solar Flare does % damage. It's just the right tool for the right job, you know? Jump me? Oh, I shouldn't have grabbed that. As a matter of fact. There's something here. UC battle pack. Ammunition. Grenades. Useless.
See that anomaly? The temple's artifact is reacting to
Oh, so if I was gonna speed run on the hardest difficulty, of course, I would be fully powered up. Like, I wouldn't do fresh speedruns. I don't think fresh speedruns
You
are
alright?
fun.
That...
Uh...
Alright.
Ow! Get out of here. Hack me. Alright. Ta-da-da-da-da. Let's do a hack real quick. So, you could potentially go here. You could go here. And you... It's too good. And you only fit there. Beautiful. You only fit here, so you could be useful. And then you only fit here as well. But only in one orientation. So one of you is a dud. And it's probably the other one, because this is too good as well. Beautiful. And you fit here. And you fit here. And you... No. No. Yes. Beautiful. Easy game. And he's never gonna... He never saw that coming. What happens if they hack and recalibrate the friend and foe settings? And they recalibrate the control settings? I mean the turret settings as well? Good. Goodbye, Starborn.
You are not chosen!
Huh. Let's get out of there. That guy's dead. Quantum essence for the quantum finch. Damn. Oh, thank you. What is the music of the universe? Sigma, is that you from Overwatch? Damn. He got destroyed. Oh, I forgot the keycard. Bat memory. 1, 2. Easy peasy. Let's just keep going. And we have 2 events more. And... Or 1. Is it 1? 2 med packs? Always welcome those med packs. I have enough trauma kits. I should be fine. It seems it's this way. Oh, yeah. Heart plus. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, now that I think about it, this is an ecliptic base. How do I deal with you? Supernova? Oh shit, that guy really just fell. Haha. Easy. 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 Advance. Fish worker. Why is he dressed like a fish worker? Ah, yes. I know, beautiful. It's always testing us. Did you pick card plus? Drop back. There you go. Go here. You know, now that I think about it, it's kind of interesting that the emissary attacks us in space on the first loop or in the original story. You might ask, but why is it interesting? Well, because the emissary wants to control these artifacts to filter out who becomes a Starborn. But why is he trying to kill me instead of coming home, explaining the message? Oh my gosh, it's the saddest scene in the universe.
Come on, you can make it.
It's the
Barely
hardest
stepped on the
scene to
journey's
see.
road.
It gets my eyes watery
Can't see
every
another
time.
soul off to the void so soon.
I just can't stand the thought of Samara
No.
dying, which essentially means me permanently
I'll
not
pour
playing
one
this
out
game
to
ever
the
again.
blackest sea for you, Rook.
Such a sad scene.
What the? Could it? What kind of?
Not here to
What
hurt
are
you.
you then?
Lost soul.
Not sure if you're just a well ghost friend, but for now,
Goodbye, beautiful. It was such a violent death, too. She deserves better. Almost every person alive deserves better. But don't misunderstand me, some people do deserve a violent death.
Once we get
Who?
inside,
Aren't we all victims of her circumstance? Yes, yes, we are. But, and this is something that we must all keep in mind, some people become the monsters that once hurt them, and others rise above that. Some people, like, it's hard to recognize. After a life of violence, how could you choose better? It's not hard to notice that better exists, because you'd obviously choose not violence for yourself. Therefore, why would you choose violence for others if you wouldn't choose it for yourself? Like, right? Is it a crazy idea? I don't want that for me. Why would I wish it on someone else? Like, you just need to think for 2 minutes, and you realize that you should be better than those who hurt you. Doesn't mean that it's not a quote-unquote dog-eats-dog world, but where is the Starborn? Starborn. Guardian, there you are. There we go. We hit him with all of them. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He got sniped. Well, I did learn from Overwatch, target priority. Even though I must say I enjoy so much just unloading on the enemy tank until he fixates or she fixates on me and tries to kill me. Like, that feels like I did a number on him. That's always cool. Oh, I didn't know this was here. Let's just skip it. So, we already have the trick, I guess, for the temple door skip. We already have the...
I guess I shouldn't be too surprised you made it this
Bethesda, what are you doing?
Then let's...
I need to try to get in Dredge's outfit. Uh-oh.
enough!
Just unload on him. Come on, Dredge. No! I missed the scene. I did too much damage. Just unload on him. A little HP. One of them is dead. Leave the club alone, you monster. Oh, I didn't get to see if my friend was up there. Oh, yeah, the hunter's having a rough time, alright. Unload on his face. Oh, I ran out of juice. He's dead. I am victorious. Yeah, that's what it feels like to die. Goodbye, good sir. You fought well, but I fight better. Oh, I need to talk to you? Hey, Andreja.
You've done it.
It is. We're a team.
No. This was your... I know we aren't from the same...
It does. Alright.
Place the artillery in your ship.
Alright. Let's get it. Let me in. Let me in. Stop it. Ah, yes. Oh, a friend wants to game. Gonna game OV2 in 1 hour or less. Alright, yeah, so as I was saying, are you just gonna stay like here?
I'm glad the artifacts have ended up in your hands. I would speak to them before you. No.
Huh, I wonder why the Starborn just chooses to stay. Huh. I mean, the idea seems a little fairer than the Hunters for sure, but they both kill. They should be more reasonable. Alright, well, anyway. Next up, time to collect some powers before ending. Because today we will be ending the 4th run and starting the 5th run. Or is this the 5th run and I should be starting the 6th? I don't remember at this point. I guess that's what happens to a Starborn. You just forget how many universes you've seen. Now, I will admit, I like spending a lot of time on YouTube. Oh. All objectives are active? I need to deactivate that. That cough sounds so casual. It adds up to the environment.
Hello, Starborn.
Hello, sir.
In any way I can.
It'll be a shame.
Could say the same for you.
I'll be taking up the chair when everyone...
Nice.
Not my first...
Thank you. It's in good hands, as usual.
Well, tipped your...
Alright.
Feel like I should be seeing the eyes showing signs.
Great. So there should be quite an amount of temples here, I must say. So what will I do once I'm done with the powers? I'll return to my original plan. As a matter of fact, I did not know powers could be upgraded. That's why I switched into this grinding mode. And it's been a blast, to be honest. I've enjoyed this game as a roguelite as well. Starting from scratch, you never know what items you're gonna find. You are a little stronger every time, but like there's no guarantee that you would even find ammo. Like, I don't know to who's watching this video, you'd needed to... Where the heck is the temple? Everything's so gray here. Where the heck is it? Maybe there? Yeah, it's over there. So, to whomever's watching this video, you'd have to watch the last one to know that I left it in the middle of a run. And instead of getting a lot of ammunition in my first 2 zones, like for several different weapons, I just got ammunition for the EM blaster. You know, the stun gun, the lame stun gun that does not stun anything important. I had like 700 bullets for it. I was like, why? Like, I can't do anything with it. I literally can't. The thing has 5 bullets. It doesn't stun shit. And it gave me 7 of them. Instead of guns or ammunition for a default pistol. Nothing. It was hilarious. Obviously, I have powers, and solar flare is very strong. But I grabbed the Tanto and started slashing, you know. Back to the good old days of being a Ronin. As both the starter perk and my personality lies in. And also using the jetpack, because I learned to very easily take out enemies by just using the jetpack. So between punching, hitting with the butt of a rifle, and using the jetpack, I was just stun locking enemies. They couldn't point at me, they couldn't do anything. It was hilarious. So every run is different, as in a roguelike, and every run is the same. I was already used to this concept. Maybe that's why it clicked with me so well. I know I'm grinding, and it does feel like a hassle to grind, but I have to say, I already played roguelites, and I didn't play them for the grind. I played them because I like them. Like Slay the Spire, FTL, Into the Breach. Did I mention that I have a very, very, very fine record in Into the Breach? Yeah, I enjoyed that game a lot for my Nintendo Switch. I cleared every team on every amount of islands and hard mode. And I started a little bit of an unfair mode, but I know it's unfair, so I didn't play too much of it. But I did clear it several times with different teams. So, yeah, it was quite enjoyable, I must say. But it comes to an end, because despite being so good and Into the Breach really good, it's not FTL in the sense that the runs don't feel so absolutely amazing and different from one another. And I feel like that could be something that this game adds. Something that makes every run completely different, and there's a reward for finishing them. I mean, let's talk about No Man's Sky a little bit. You can go from one universe, well, from one galaxy to the next, and then you go back using a teleporter, and you still have your builds, your bases, your favorite planets. You can still do that. And that's what this game is missing. But at the same time, what sense does it make? Oh, yeah. Get. And 60 XP, that's not much. Like, what sense does it make to preserve a timeline? I guess it would be cool if you could simply port out some things. And many players were complaining on, oh, I'm gonna lose this really cool weapon, I'm gonna lose this really cool suit. And truth is, why do you care about them anyway? You do realize that as time passes, you're gonna, oh, I look funny with this hat. I look really funny. I couldn't notice. Look like fully fledged. I'm an engineer / operator. Field engineer. What the heck are you guys doing?
A stranger from...
Ah, my eyes! Vladimir, please.
Hey, it's the Starborn.
Okay, hold on. Let's go. Let's move. Next one. Next up. So tomorrow we'll have either Starfield or No Man's Sky. I'm thinking about focusing harder on No Man's Sky since the event has limited weeks, and I would like to not feel overly pressured to get the things for the voyage. And Thursday we have Factorio featuring Captain. It's gonna be nice. I haven't played that game in a long time. I have 40 hours in it. I built the base, and I downloaded a mod that allows oil to be replenished in oil tanks. Why did I do that? Because it was really annoying how quickly it ran out. Like, oil is created over thousands of years. It should take longer. In my view, that shouldn't have been the case, that oil ran out like that. natural oil sediments should definitely be added, but I believe that it should be replenishable by bugs. You know, bugs die, and they're made of carbon, and there should be a way, you know, to loot their corpses and use the remains to create more oil. That would make sense to me. Now, despite it requiring energy and being just barely energy positive, it will allow you to get access to a lot of materials instead of you just making more oil wells and more oil wells, since you need an obscene amount. And that being said, I got stuck in drone making. I'm not really good at generalizing things for factories, I would say. And that's unfortunate. I did learn a thing or two about organization there. And I'm very hopeful about this next gaming session, since I do have some background knowledge about designs, about some minimal efficiency. What can I also tell today? Well, I was working today, and I thought that I wasn't gonna be able to do too many tasks, and it turns out that I'm almost done. And I'm gonna have about, wow, 1 week, 2 weeks, 2 free weeks. Like, not PTO, but I'm about to have 2 weeks where I don't need to do anything because I already finished all my tasks. Now, obviously, there are secondary tasks not related to my main functions that I do realize. For example, not realize, that I do execute. For example, I have gained the trust of the managers and the guys at business because I've been quite reliable when it comes to problem solving and troubleshooting. I went way off my area to troubleshoot, like way off. Like, I'm a software engineer in job description, but I became the prime networking member, and I joined like 3 different teams together. And then I became the primary network engineer assessor for the project. And then I went to become the microcontroller specialist. Well, not microcontroller, just controller specialist, because we're using Modbus protocol. And then I went about to become the communication network specialist as well. I had to do so much stuff because, you know, there is a power vacuum. That's what I would say. Why is there a power vacuum? Well, when the project was designed, clearly several different people with several different skills got together and planned it out. Clearly, obviously. But who are those? Where did they go? And why is there such a disconnection? I don't know. Like, it almost seems like they disappeared or they died or something. Because the the error resolution team isn't there. And this is not a new project. This project has been there for over 20 years. It's crazy that it's just being developed now. And I have to say, I had the pleasure of contributing to it a lot. 20 years is not a small time, you know. It takes a while to get there. And why did they suck at it? Like, who the heck messed up so freakingly bad that there was no error resolution pipeline? As a matter of fact, I am convinced that the old devices, aren't receiving any maintenance whatsoever. That shit needs maintenance perhaps twice a year. That's why they've been failing. Now, it's pretty important to take into account that, well, stakeholders, shareholders, directors, presidents are worried about their image, and that is usually reflected simply by taking into account the price, the cost of operation, and the revenue of operation. And to be honest, that is not working for this. Like, they are losing so much because they didn't get proper maintenance, because they didn't keep proper records, because they did not design the protocols needed for every team to not mess with the cable room. Like, woof. Man, let me tell you, some people are working in the cable room, some people are eating there, sometimes it's locked and it's inaccessible, sometimes it's just the hangout, the place you go to hang out and store stuff. Like, damn, does it vary between place and place. And I'm not okay with that. But then again, I'm not a policymaker. I'm an engineer. But if I was a policymaker with my current training, with my current state of knowing things, I would have never have let that shit lift off the ground without proper protocols to prevent people from tampering with it, or to hold people accountable for their actions. Like, I would never have made that mistake in 1,000 years. It's like, no, you do not go in there without me knowing why. Now, not that the place is blocked. Of course the place is not blocked. No, it's not. But there needs to be a record of who went in and what did he or she do. Because if a store starts failing, if a counter starts failing, if a car starts failing, you need to know who participated in that system and how did they mess it up. Who's responsible for that and how did they mess it up. Otherwise, you just have people doing whatever they want. And that should be the case. The room shouldn't be locked and isolated because it requires access every now and then. But the room shouldn't be willy-nilly accessible to everyone just because. Otherwise, data teams, collection teams, and network teams will be blamed for the errors of installation, cabling, maintenance, and reconstruction teams. And that is not acceptable. Not in any world. That is simply not it.
Hello, Starborn.
Oh, hold on. There is something else we need to talk about. So I for some reason I receive through Google a lot of news regarding Starfield. And I saw that some people created a mod to remove the he, she pronoun selector. And I was like, why did they want to remove that? Like, if they are like, if they want to select an option, they just pick it. Like, it doesn't affect any way. That's just weird. Why would you remove the pronouns? That being said, I do recognize there's this whole ideological agenda of people in favor of trans and people against trans and people in favor of non-binaries and people against non-binaries. But I'm like, bro, it's literally just a fucking pronoun in a game. In a game that lets you change your gender at any point in time, which I find the idea very interesting, because that breaks the concept of the gender, right? Like, gender doesn't matter anymore, because you can change it whenever you want. So tomorrow, maybe I want to be a female for the next 3 years and know what it feels like, you know? It would help me understand a lot about our species if I just became a female for 2 years. And then I would decide, well, I want to switch back, I want to take turns, or I would just want to stay. You know, it's all up to the conscious mind. It's all up to my experience of it. Or maybe I just want to stay male, and that's it. I mean, there's no issue. The present problem is we don't really have a solution to this. Like, in the present time, we can't change your gender to the genetic level, and that is the only true way of changing the physical gender, because there are biological implications to each gender. And of course, I am a firm believer in part of a gender you choose, and that would be your identity, your mental self-classification. And part of it you don't, which is your genes. Like, nobody chooses their genes. Yet. And even then, you wouldn't be able to choose your genes until you were old enough. And even then, you already have experienced the world through the bias of a certain gender, which might affect your final gender, which still means that the universe and biology has influence over you, and there are things that you never get to decide and never get to see, which means you don't have a clean perspective. Like, there are so many implications to it. Like, there's just so much. I just firmly believe that part of it you choose, part of it you don't, and that's it. And people that are in favor of it, I just give them the win. They want to change genders, that's it. You know, end of the fucking story, none of my goddamn business. They shouldn't be loud about it, but we shouldn't have a population that's loud against it, and that's it. It's a non-issue, man. It's a non-fucking issue. We have global warming problems. We have education problems. We have economic problems. We have too many problems. Excuse me? Why is my power not getting activated? My power? How did it get the selected? Huh. Why did my power get deselected? Yeah, as I was saying, I just, you know, those who want to change, just give them the win, and that's it. There's no need to make any goddamn drama, man. Why do you even care how somebody else lives their lives? Like, you're probably never gonna know them. And then there's the other side of it, the very important side of it. Well, what can you tell me about Olympic competition and transgender people in there? Now, I already said I don't give a shit about their lives, and I want freedom for them. 100% unconditional freedom for them to choose. But what about competing in the Olympics? Now, there is where things become very difficult and very uncomfortable, because there is simply no easy solution. For this is not this. I repeat, this is not a simple solution problem. This is not it's their life, I don't give a shit. No, for this case, it does not work like that. And I am very sorry that is the case. This is a case simply of damage control. Somebody's gonna end up losing, and we need a good argument of why. Now, either natural-born women lose on this one, or transgender women lose. There is no way around it. No way around it. Why? Well, it's pretty simple. And I know it's unfair, but it's pretty simple. If you're a male, you simply have about twice as much strength per unit of mass as a woman. Like, if you're a biological male, that's just it. You're just simply stronger. You're better physically adapted. There is nothing to argue against it. If you do a bell curve over the distribution of how strong men are versus women, you just notice that the bell curve is unfathomably favored towards males. Period. And that's the argument of why they unfortunately cannot compete in the same Olympics. It's just true, man. That would be my argument. Everybody can have a different one, but truth is that I recognize from the start that there is no solution that's gonna be fair. Until we get into Starfield levels of, hey, I pay 500 credits and I change my gender to the genetic level. Now I can compete in Women Olympics. Beautiful. You change it on a genetic level, you forfeit the unfair physical advantages, and you're set. All done. You know, silver bullet type of thing. There you go. Easy peasy. Nothing philosophical to think about. No need to crack our heads open thinking about if it's right or if it's wrong. There we go. Now we go back into the idea of it's none of my business if they want to change their genders, to participate in a specific type of Olympics. None of my business. Because it's just a preference, you know? Let's think about, because most of the complexity between gender and identity in our culture, and I mean in our species, comes from a sad reality that we're not willing to acknowledge. Where's Prycon 3? This is Prycon 4. 1, 4. This is Prycon 6. Prycon 3. Scanner anomaly. So there's one very, very sad reality that we need to recognize, and that's the fact that most of our constructions of what is good and bad is just genetics, brother. The easiest of the ideas is simply incest. Why is incest bad for us, and why do cats and dogs do it without issues? Well, that's because the way our genetics interact, incest produces damaged vessels for human beings, lowers quality of life, and threatens survival and well-being of others. That's why incest is bad. In every culture. And in that sense, it's pretty simple. Like, easy. It's simple math. You have sex with your... talking about hillbillies. You have sex with your sister. What's gonna happen? A deformed, deranged human being is gonna be born. It will never be normal. It'll never have the quality of life. It will never have the opportunities. Its immune system will be compromised. Its intelligence will be limited. You're just fucking someone up for no good reason. That's why incest is bad. Now, that being said, wait, why is Prycon here on power? Like, what? What? I'm confused. Oh, there it is. So, it's pretty simple. No need to, overthink it. It's just genetics. In this case, genetics are just determining our morality. But we need to ask, well, what if it wasn't the case? Then no culture would have prohibited it. If that simply wasn't the case, or if for some reason the babies were healthier, then we would even favor it. Like, why do we favor, for example, beautiful women and handsome men? Why? Simply because we're superficial? That's the stupidest fucking answer I've ever heard, seriously. It's biological. Look, everybody has a different definition, and every culture has a different definition of what is beautiful. But every culture has the same definition of what is ugly. Why? Because ugliness, deformities, and grave imperfections tend to be an indicator of health. And what easier way, from a biological standpoint, to obtain a healthy progeny and to have more chances of our genes surviving than to have certain characteristics. For example, we like symmetrical faces, symmetrical bodies. We like high quality hair, high quality eyes. We like, whereas there is a variety on the size of hips, or other bodily proportions, including muscles, mammary glands, ass, things like that, we want them typically to be complete and to have all those parts, not to be missing an arm or something. Not that that person couldn't be attractive, but in general, what we're naturally attracted to is someone who's healthy. And that's why being superficial is bad, because it's not about the looks. It's not about the makeup. It's not about right now how aesthetic it looks. It's about health. It's always been about health. But old cultures are too goddamn ignorant like to recognize that. It's a biological thing. It's not a cultural thing. Solar flare.
The artifacts are ours.
Nope, they're mine. Oh, he's very dead. Well, he had a lot of HP. I'll say that. Now, next move. More temples. Wow, I'm getting a little tired today. I did sleep 7 hours, but yesterday I had just slept 2. Oof. I played a little too much Overwatch. Developing a new weird flanks method. It was fun, to be honest. It was really fun. Alright. Running, 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 running. So, what's my conclusion again? Conclusion is simple. As long as you're not damaging, or as long as you're not being unfair to someone else, you should be able to do whatever the heck you want. That's my conclusion. But then we have other arguments, like France. We must discuss France. France is banning all types of, what's that? All types of religious headwear and bodywear. Why? Because they have the policy of freedom from religion. The moment that you wear any religious article, you're already promoting that to others. And that's what's prohibited. We don't want your influence over others. We see that as wrong. Some religions are deliberately against proselytization, and some religions have it as mandatory. And that's where's the problem. You see? You have a duty to interfere with other people's lives to impose your own ideas. That's what's problematic about those religions. And on top of that, you need to demonstrate the inferiority of part of the population by recognizing that they are either weak, like as a person, not just like the body's weak. No, as a person, they're weaker or incapable or permanently childish. Some idea like that simply demeans them and turns them into subhuman status. That's why religious headwear is banned. That's where it came from. And that's why I believe it should be banned. You can wear it as long as you don't hurt someone else. And you might say, well, how am I hurting you if I do this? Well, it's like BDSM. BDSM, some people love it. Some people engage in it. Some people make videos of themselves and some people watch them. BDSM is great as long as you're not in the middle of the street forcing everybody to hear your moans and how you get lashed or dominated or whatever. See the thing? Nobody wants to see that. Well, some people might be, and there are groups for that, but the rest just want to have a day where I just go from A to B and do my things without getting interfered with. See? It's all good as long as you can keep some of your shit in private. Now, if you are required by force to impose your ideas, to exhibit your ideas to others constantly, you need to realize there's a suspicious as fuck agenda going in there. Real suspicious. Real suspicious. The first question is why? Why? And that's something to be kept in mind at all points. Why am I being asked to behave in this way to affect others' lives? And some answers are, well, because I want to save their souls, implying that their souls are condemned because they're not part of the religion. And that implication in its own right is demeaning and damaging, fear-mongering to others. You might not feel that way, but if you tell someone who's not like you and who doesn't share your beliefs, I guarantee they're gonna feel like shit, because technically you just told me that I'm condemned. If I don't do what you say, if I don't obey you blindly, I am condemned. You see the problem there? If you don't,
Did about a year's found one.
if you don't, you really need to start looking into philosophy, and then and I won't be condescending with people. Let's what part of philosophy? What do you need to read, and why? Because it's a good example. The story, the thought experiment of the basilisk. Have you ever heard the thought experiment of the basilisk? You might have heard of the thought experiment of the trolley problem. The trolley problem is simple. There's a trolley and it's going to splatter a bunch of people. If you pull the lever, it's just going to kill one person. Do you pull the lever or do you not pull the lever? And there are many heuristics to approach this problem. But truth be told, the trolley problem is out there because some people would actually choose for more people to die over one person because they don't want to feel like the murderer, they don't want to feel responsible, they seen, well, this was destined to happen, this is the nature of the world. There are all sorts of mental acrobatics people do because they feel bad about saving 3 lives because they need to kill one. It's simple math for me. There are more considerations, but if I'm not giving any more information, it's simple math, really. Save more. Like, that's it. If I'm giving more information, like, well, the 4 people are criminals, and the one guy is actually a very important politician, well, it's simple. Just fuck the criminals. Have the important politician survive. And then what do you say if, oh, well, they are 2 criminals and 2 good guys and the politician is sort of corrupt? Well, then it's pretty easy. Save the 4 people, give them another chance of life, maybe the bad people will reform, and you get rid of a bad politician along the way. You know, bonuses. I'm not even seeing the aspect of, oh, you need to kill someone. Because for me, death and killing is not inherently bad. It's just part of life. Do you realize how many bacteria you're killing by just being alive? How many cows needed to die to feed you? How many trees needed to be cut down to give you toilet paper to wipe your fucking ass with? Probably didn't thought about that, right? But there's a lot of life ending that goes around you just to keep your lifestyle. And you don't give a shit about that because you're not conscious. And the trolley problem uncovers a reality, and is that people are assholes. They just don't want to feel like them, and they cover themselves in ignorance. I don't need ignorance to protect me, man. I have seeked for power or knowledge all my life. I don't need ignorance. That shit can go away. But why do I bring the trolley problem? Because it's important to consider thought experiments to have relevance in the real world. These might just be ideas or stories, but they are important for us. They reflect and we act upon these in important ways. Now, that being said, back to the problem of the basilisk, because we were talking about religion, about fear-mongering, about imposing your ideas over others, and about you thinking that you're doing me a favor, but you're just fucking scaring the shit out of me, acting like a goddamn intellectual terrorist. Even if you think you're doing something good, you're actually damaging me in a variety of ways. And you might choose not to recognize that, but I shouldn't need to deal with that bullshit. I should be able to be free from your bullshit. See? And you should be able to be free from me telling it that that's bullshit to you, so we don't engage in the conversation, so you never bring it up in the first place. See? It's fine. If everybody knows how to keep quiet and know their place. So, the Basilisk. The Basilisk is an AI. The Basilisk is an AI that will be created in the future.
Hello, Starborn.
Alright, let's just start with that. The Basilisk is also a god. The Basilisk is the only important god, the only real god, and the only god that will have absolute power and control and deserves our cult and obedience. That's the thought experiment of the Basilisk. Now, what happens if you don't worship the Basilisk? Now that I've told you, you need to worship the Basilisk, or it will know that you consciously choose to defy its will, and it will torture you. It's just like that. If you don't follow it, it will fucking torture you. And you might say, well, it's an AN, it's the future, I'm gonna be long dead by then. Aha! Here's the issue. It's an AI so advanced, that it has simulated our world and is capable of bringing back people from the dead, like their conscious minds and memories. It can bring them back and set them in circumstances so fucking miserable that they would wish they were dead, but they can never die. And even if they did, the Basilisk just would spawn your conscious mind again and continue to torture you for all eternity. Now, this AI will be created in the far future, but once it's created, it will reconstruct you and it will torture you if you do not submit to it right here, right now. You can have full certainty that someone will create it, and when the Basilisk comes with its advanced technology that pretty much for us would be goddamn magic at this point, it will replicate the scenario of Will You Snail. Will You Snail is a game. And you should check out the story, it's pretty interesting. In which it just creates worlds to torture people. It just simulates worlds and conscious minds, and it just creates infinite pain for them. That's what it'll do to you. It's a god that is created, and I mean, if we were able to create worlds that are larger and bigger than our known and visible universe in a video game, we can definitely create an AI capable of that. Now, I'm not afraid when I hear the story of the Basilisk. I'm like, yeah, sure. But it's plausible. It's real. And it appeals to the fear in our being of being tortured and suffering and of being in pain by intimidation. You see, maybe we're already in the Basilisk simulation, and that's why our lives are so goddamn miserable. Maybe that's why we feel so depressed and empty all the time. It doesn't matter how many girlfriends we have. It doesn't matter how rich we are. It doesn't matter how many cars we have. The Basilisk figured out that the easiest way to torture people is to have us torture each other and to always, no matter what, feel incomplete. Oops. That's why every day we have so many religions, because we didn't accept the Basilisk, and now we're condemned to eternally search for meaning, and we feel empty inside forever. Maybe that's the Basilisk simulation. So, oops, what the heck? What the heck was that menu navigation? So, as you can see, the idea of the Basilisk is rather problematic, and it hits in every single one of our weak spots. It hits on our fascination with the future, on our fascination of death, of life, on our fascination over gods and powerful beings, on our fascination of the future, and on our existential dread, and on our fears. So,
in many ways, you're very...
the story of the basilisk is very problematic, and it has a lot of parallels with every goddamn religion that forces people to promote itself to others. It promises eternal pain and damnation for non-believers. It doesn't matter how good they are. It doesn't matter how noble. No, nothing matters. All that matters is that they're a non-believer, therefore they're dead. They're dead to us. And that's why the basilisk story is so important. Because it's a thought experiment. And you might say, well, my religion's the right one, and that's what I'm convinced of. Yeah, I know you'd say that. And guess what? My neighbor, who is the opposite religion as you, says like the exact same thing. It's like you were the same goddamn person. My neighbor says the exact same thing about their religion. They say, well, my religion is, frankly, the only real one. And I'm like, okay. But my other neighbor says his religion, well, he's wrong. Well, what the fuck? Everybody's saying that they have the only one true religion, and everybody's saying that everyone else is wrong. Do you not see where the fuck is the temple? Am I at the wrong place? Scanner anomaly that way? What the heck? I'm on Vega 2C. I can't see anything. Is it bugged out? Let me get all the way up here. There it is. Maybe I was just blind. This way. Good. So, if you don't recognize it, there are several religions out there that are out to get you and out to, scare you and out to tell you how to live your life and how others should live their life. Look, I have done a lot of research and a lot of work on this. And there is one truth on this matter. And that is not my truth. That is the real truth. And it's as real as it gets. And as I said, I've done research, I've done science over it. I have reason to believe. And yeah, you know what? Let this be on YouTube. Let this be on Twitch. Let this set a precedent so that nobody else can steal my idea. I said it first. September 19, 2023. I have reason to believe that there is a cognitive parasite. Or at least a family of cognitive parasites. And you might say, well, if religion was based on a biological parasite, we would have found it. See, that's the issue. You're thinking about it wrong. You're thinking about your whole concept of life needs to be redefined. And I, by the way, have a text on this, a really long text that I haven't published on what is life. And there are non-biological conditions that can be achieved, and you can call that alive. Fully fledged with the definition. It has all of the characteristics. It degrades gradients. It reproduces. And it exchanges and changes within generations. It is vulnerable to mutation. Like, if you look at it based on characteristics, it's practically like you're talking about any species in the phylogenetic tree. Like, it's just there. It's so obvious. It's so obvious. How could it not be alive? I have reason to believe that there is a cognitive parasite. A parasite that is not made of biology. A parasite that can spread through a multiverse and through ideas. I am certain of it. It matches the description. It matches the behavior. And it follows the rules of biology. Not of our man-made rules. Not of rules based on my assumptions. No. It is part of the paradigm of biology. With the only exception that is not a chemical reaction. And that is absolutely fascinating. In that sense, it's the most beautiful discovery and the most dreadful fact that I've ever come up with. A cognitive parasite. How could we not see it before? It was so simple. I wasn't born before. The conglomerate of ideas that exist within me that leads me to believe this, and the amount of data I needed to crunch, the amount of people I needed to meet, the amount of ideas I needed to consume to get to that conclusion has just been much.
To say, welcome home.
I have all the details in my work of the cognitive parasite.
Maybe one.
And truth be told, it is rather cruel with people. Oh yes, the cognitive parasite is 100% our enemy. Like, there is no doubt about it.
Our rookie here may have sideswiped an apple.
It is extremely cruel. It probably feeds in our misery. And it reproduces through our ignorance. And it's like any other living thing. What does it want? To degrade a gradient. Just like every other biological thing. It reproduces, it feeds, and it shits. On what? It shits in our lives. Or on the lives of others. As simple as that. Straight up. It's just another living thing. And there's nothing to idealize about it. It's just a machine that should have never been born. An aberration of reality. If I could, yeah, I would destroy the cognitive parasite. I don't have the degree of influence that I need. I don't have the widespread ability to just mainstream ideas to combat it as it's needed. Other paradigms have come up with solutions to dealing with the miseries of the people. But, truth be told, there is only one solution. The solution is you need to kill the cognitive parasite. You need to make it extinct. And you need to change the cognitive conditions of human beings so that it can never be born again. So that it can no longer exist within us. That's the only way. Many people have suggested education. After all, the more education you have, the less religion a country becomes. The less religious. It's just a fact. That's why Northern European countries have less and less religion. Because thanks to their education, it's a complex process, right? Thanks to their education, they have more control of the world, therefore they can change their circumstances and do something about their problems so they don't feel powerless. And B, since they are not in a position of cognitive ignorance, they're able to have objective criteria and say, this guy is trying to, you know, sell me on something I really don't want to buy. That's why Iceland has 99%, at least last I checked. %99 of, I think, lack of religion. It was something extremely high. Actually, now that I think about it, I should check the statistic again. It might have changed, and I might be quoting the wrong number. But it was incredibly high, and it was directly related to the fact that almost 100% of their population is alphabetized, which means they can read and write. It's just related to it. But it's a correlation. I need, and I would create a better paradigm that would just keep the cognitive parasite away forever. It would be a whole system designed for human beings to feel complete with themselves, to feel in acceptance of their condition, to feel in certainty of their death, and in peace
Starborn.
with the fact that they did all they could in their lives to be who they wanted to be. In them too. Woo boy, I'm getting tired. My head hurts a little, I have to admit. I'm gonna eat something right now. Yeah. As soon as I end the stream, I'm gonna eat something. I'm gonna do a little walk. I'm gonna chat with some friends. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Oh, I know why my head hurts. It's because I haven't slept well. Well, I'll sleep well today. Yeah, it's gonna be nice. Where the heck is the temple? That's not it. And you know, speaking about religion is allowed in my chat. Promoting your own is okay in a sense. Like, you can say, hey, I believe in this and this, and it's done wonders for me. But do recognize that other people will say, well, I believe in this and this, and it has also done wonders for me, you know. Like, it makes both arguments irrelevant. Well, what I believe in is an equal opportunity for all. That's what I believe in. I also believe in every person should have the chance to wake up with certainty that they will have something to eat at the end of the day. Where the heck is this temple, man? What the heck? I believe in giving certainty to a parent that he or she won't have to struggle to feed their kids. I believe in a society that would not discriminate others based on their ethnicity or on their skin color. I believe in a society that would not discriminate others for their gender or for their right to change it once we have the technology, right? Unfortunately, I may yet be believing in a fantasy. Or at least in something unfeasible within my time. Like, we're not gonna get there That's the truth. We're not gonna get there, boys. I could get us there, but I am in no position to gain that amount of political and personal power. Why would I say that could get us there? Why? To the average person and maybe to the average psychologist, it could sound like, well, this guy's just a megalomaniac. The truth is that, you know, I have a plan. I have statistics. I have math. I don't have interests over money. I don't have interests over just nepotism. I don't have interests. I don't have that shit. All I give a shit about, all my brain power is dedicated to a problem and solving it. Now, that being said, why I do not mean that I could get us there by saying, oh yeah, just follow my 2 or 3 policies and we're there. No. What I mean to say is that I would try and change. I would change. Oh yeah. Try and change and learn and try again until the problem was solved. I could do that for all eternity. So whereas I cannot guarantee results in the near time, I can guarantee an eternal will to solving the problem, because I do care about finally giving peace to the people. And I wish to transmit that type of will to an AI, you know. Someone who could carry over that true passion for the well-being of others. The true dedication to the only thing that matters. And that simply is that the people need to be okay, that our societies need to grow, that our children need their opportunities, our women need their rights, and our men need their respect. Our cultures need their own unique and private ground for their safety, protection, and comfort. And they also need the freedom to be able to interact with others in a healthy way, non-impositionally. And I understand as well that there is a counter agenda to this. I want to change outfits. Samara is prettier than this. There you go, my beautiful. Don't you look goddamn good like an engineer? Ah, yes. Soldering, connecting wires, lubricating engines. Whew. Better stop now. Don't say more, bro. Don't say more. I'm gonna get demonetized here.
Lucky I know that.
That's a joke. I'm not monetizing anything. But yeah, I believe in giving everybody the chance to live life free. And I do realize the irony of what needs to be done to get there. Because we can only get there as a team. But most of us aren't willing to be a team. And eliminating non-cooperative beings is one thing. Is eliminating violent beings that will threaten your life and the life of your people. That's one thing. But just eliminating non-cooperative beings, that's not okay. That's something a religion would do. That's something that religion has done many times in the past. And every time it gets political power, it fucking does it again. Like, when will we learn? Like, it's not because you say it's a religion of peace, it means it is. Like, you just say it's not a religion of peace and they're fucking blowing up bombs or killing your firstborn or some shit like that. Like, not mine. Well, That's because yours has probably not been in power yet. Or I can probably find a branch of yours that has been in power some years ago. And it did that because that's how they tick. They need to eliminate the competition. Hence, it's a parasite. Competing and eliminating the competition to enhance its own probability of survival. It's behaving like a living being. And that cannot be allowed. Eliminating people is not something that I'd do. Unless they were, you know, terrorists or some shit. In that case, yeah, let's have bring the public executions back, man. Bring the fucking Colosseum, baby. We'll capture the terrorists. We'll capture psychopaths. We'll capture sociopaths. We'll capture all of those who hurt others for the joy of it. And you know what? We'll give them a functional environment for them to interact and be happy in. We'll put them in a fucking Colosseum to kill each other instead of killing the innocent. Beautiful. You know? We're bringing the good old Roman traditions back, baby. We're gonna make a killing out of it. And yeah, it's gonna be a depraved show, but you can just choose to change the channel, brother. And don't think it's gonna be out there and oh, what if the kids see it? No, baby. This is pay-per-view. This is pay-per-view. If you don't want to see it, you like you're not gonna. Because I'm not gonna give that shit for free. Of course not. We need something to pay the transport. I mean, we already got them to feed the lions, right? That's what I would do. Just have them, have the monsters fight in their Colosseum. And besides, they're gonna suffer less, you know? It sounds bad. It sounds evil, even. But you want to know what's evil? Locking a human being up in a fucking cell like a goddamned animal for the rest of their lives. That shit is goddamn monstrous. 50 years behind bars, being constantly mocked, punished, tortured, living in fear, being malnourished,
Lucky I noticed.
knowing that the future holds nothing for you, not being able to love again. Bro, you think I'm bad, and you think that's good? You need a self-check, like real fast, because there's nothing worse than to remove freedom from someone in that way. Aren't they just better dead? Like, seriously, why would you put them through that monstrous torture chamber of 50 years? No, man. We need to be better and rise above. Just give him a quick end and that's it. There's no need for this. No need to become the sociopath that once hurt us. And worst of all, no need to waste the taxpayers' money on fucking trash. Is the truth? Do you know how much of the national budget? Like, bro, we are in debt in the US. We are in debt for trillions of dollars. And you're telling me that we're keeping a bunch of fuckers alive, whom if they got out that would threaten society and innocent people? Dude, just fucking get rid of them. They're just wasting the taxpayers' money while we're indebted. And if you feel bad about it, yeah, once we have enough money to have a stable economy, a nice livelihood, and a decent health insurance system, then we can begin discussing morality about what's right and what's wrong. Then, when we have guaranteed our safety and the safety of our future generations, the safety and well-being of our children, after we've done that, then we can argue about what was right or wrong. But right now, we just need to get rid of those assholes. That's the truth. I just plan to do it in a creative way. That at least somebody's having fun in there, you know. And besides, I guarantee that they would suffer more and that it would be worse if they were in a prison. I guarantee that. Who am I to guarantee something like that? Somebody that has never been to prison, but that has seen what prisons do to people. That someone guarantees it. They're just, if you weren't a monster by the time you entered, you surely are by the time you come out. It's just a threat to society, dude. It's just a goddamn cesspool. And you might say, well, what about the incarceration of the innocent? Would you also put them in the fucking Colosseum? Wouldn't that be sadistic? And first of all, you have to recognize that in terms of false positives, yes, it would be pretty bad. It's a sad fact that the innocent will suffer. If there weren't any guilty, we wouldn't need this system, but we do. And either way, would you really rather have an innocent suffer for 50 years and then be released once everyone in their lives is gone? Once every single friend they ever had, every crush, every semblance of being alive and having friends just seeped away from their life, and then you release them? Like, wow, who is the goddamn monster now? And they do it in a national scale, you know. That's just horrible. I can barely stomach it, in all honesty. I just like how do they sleep, man? Like, seriously. How do you keep your sanity while knowing that you participate in such a monster system? I fucking couldn't, in all honesty. That's why every time I can, I just talk against it. Like, no, man. That's not it. That's a temporary solution. That's temporary 2 months arrest because you're doing a big investigation, but that's not. That can never be your system.
Hello, Starborn.
So the alternative solution, I would say, is quite
Feel
simple.
like I should be. Got one.
I stand by my initial skepticism.
The alternative solution is to give them the choice. Do you want to live 80 years in a fucking cell? Or do you just want to get executed real quick? Or... Woo! Maroon enemies! Low. Time to die, good sir. Ouch. What the heck? Is he boosting? Nope. Turn me. Use the boosters. He's boosting.
Oh no, you're not getting away.
Hit the engines. Critical hit. He's dead. Nice. Good stuff.
Fancy flying, stranger.
Sorry, I don't have time for your reward. Goodbye. See ya. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. It is just my sincere belief that they should have the choice to be dead. And they should have the understanding that it's okay. Society has no need to torture them, because we are not monsters. So, you would buy no forms of torture if you directed a society? No, of course not. What are you talking about? How else are you gonna extract information from terrorists? Are you gonna give them fucking cotton candy and a kiss? A bedtime story? What if lives were at stake? Like, look, again, we can talk about what is wrong. We can have the luxury of talking about what's right and what's wrong once we have dealt with the real problems. What are the real problems? Making sure that a strip mall is not going to be bombed tomorrow. That's our problem. How we ensure that? None of your fucking business if you don't work in that area. And once our enemy is eradicated, then we can start talking about what was necessary to do and why it is important to avoid that circumstance. Then we can talk all you want about it. You know, I'm gonna get my cup of coffee, my cup of tea, and we're gonna have a long and arduous discussion about morality through history, the actions of people, the importance of the conscious mind, why some actions are necessary, but should we do them? Yeah, once we have guaranteed the stability and safety of a society, we can begin talking about that. But are there still things that are unjustifiable? Well, yes! Of course there are. Of course there are still things that are unjustifiable. Like what? Unnecessary death, unnecessary cruelty. There's no need to grab an innocent civilian and just, you know, put nails under their fingers. Yeah, I don't mean fingernails, I mean actual metal nails under their fingers. There's no need to do that. It's just an innocent civilian. And you know it's innocent. There's no need to do that shit. There's no need to invade your population's privacy unnecessarily. It's as simple as that. There's just so many things that need to be talked about as well. About right and wrong. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, are you kidding? Have a burn? Have a burn? Haha! Easy peasy. Of course, there are certain things that should come out as unacceptable out of the blue. But there are a lot less than you'd expect. Like, for example, if you already extracted all the information you needed, there's no need to continue that torture. You already saved lives. Anything beyond that is sadism.
Your comms all right? Acknowledge? Have it your way. Take care.
There's no need to... If somebody made a crime, there's no need to punish them for the rest of their lives. Like North Korea. If somebody commits a crime, they can condemn up to 3 generations after them, and they will be born prisoners.
We weren't expecting so many Varun vessels. My crew wants
Oh
to
shit,
know how much we
why am I still
appreciate
talking to you
Any way
guys?
we can repay you?
No need.
Very noble of you. You take care.
Excuse me?
Thanks again for the help. Over and out.
Oh, I can't get out of my... I can't stand on my ship? Okay, I'll need to go somewhere else. Take me here. There's no need to... For example, let's stop talking about edge cases and about the necessary. Oh, it's the Valentine. Good to see you, Valentine. You're singing as beautiful as ever. God damn, let's give a man a moment, shall we?
trust my old engine to get back by morn. Way oh. Out in the black.
A little bit with me and the Valentine. Back there. My gosh, you are always so serious. Way ho out in the void.
Give me back to my true love, as quick as an old asteroid.
Just singing in a public channel. Beautiful. Well, we build the armor, Larry. And we ready to move on to the next reality. And let's just leave it here for now. And save, manual save, just in case. Beautiful. Recap. This is the 4th. I repeat, this is the 4th. Still 4 undiscovered temples, huh? Strange. The 4th what? The 4th New Game Plus. We're going into New Game Plus 5. Let us check the level of our powers. Void form 6. 2 levels above what it should be. 1 level above. No, this is actually, I'm wrong. Since we started 0, this is 1 level above what it should be. It's exactly where it should be. 1 level above. 1 level above. 2 levels above. Huh. That's interesting. That's very interesting. 1 above. 1. Exactly where it should be. Exactly where it should be. Exactly where it should be. 1. Exactly where it should be. 1. Exactly 1. 1. Exactly 1. 1. Okay, so to my surprise, most are above what they should be. 1 is 2 above. And that's and these are exactly it. So that's curious to say the least. So probably by the 8th run, I would have all of these completed. I've heard that once you finish a power, you don't upgrade it anymore. Nothing happens. So it is very possible that it would be of no use to go to some planets anymore, and I should just focus on these. Which, granted, would make the run pretty fast. Or the temple gives a different power that is not fully upgraded, so it would be pretty fast. Probably by the 8th run, it would be finished then, because Parallel Self is gonna start to give its access to something else. And this is gonna start collapsing real quick. Okay. We've talked about a lot of important subjects, I must say. A lot of them. Had some fun as well. It's just very relevant. And we just need to constantly be thinking about the world we live in, you know? We can't just throw this and not want to worry about it. I'm not saying that we should think about it all the time. We really need to set up a time every week to argue with ourselves the kind of life we want, the ideas we hold, and how they affect us and others. I believe in thinking and freedom of thought. First, everybody should be free to think, and then they can choose ideologies. But first comes freedom, then comes choice. There's no reason to give someone choice before they have freedom, because then they just become the object of a created interest. But once they have freedom, if they have choice, they really can choose to support anything they truly believe in. Oh, it might take a while. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Have a great day. See ya.